What a great first game it was. 14 carries, 107 rush yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. That's the way to start with a new team, as Mark Ingram is back here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Mark?
I'm good. How are you?
Damn straight you're good. I mean, how did this even surprise you, this offensive output on Sunday?
Man, we knew we were trying to be explosive. We know we have playmakers all over the field, and we believe that we were able to do this type of thing. But just be able to go out there and execute it, offense, defensive, special teams. It was huge for us. Confidence builder, and we just got to keep improving, keep getting better, and hopefully we can keep that output going.
So absolutely. So why is Lamar Jackson so good? Mark, walk me through. You got to see him up close now. I'm assuming you voted for him for the Heisman.
Yeah. He's just a special player, man. He has a special mindset. He has the athletic and physical tools, arm strength, obviously a special talent running the ball, the proper mindset, the proper demeanor, composure in the huddle, leadership abilities. And, man, he just has everything you need for a great quarterback, for a great player, for a great leader. And just being around him, and he's a gamer, man. When the lights come on, he shines. So he has everything you need to be successful. It's up to us to help him, make his job easier, and help him have the most success as he possibly can.
And are there any comparisons between him and Breeze? I'm serious. I'm not just throwing that around. But
No.
You've been in a huddle with a GOAT, and now you're with a young up-and-comer right now. Do you see any similarities whatsoever, Mark?
I think the only similarities is the desire to be great, the desire to want to be the best. I think those are the most similarities that they have. They're completely different players, completely different people, but the desire to be great, the desire to want to be the best, I think that's where they have similarities.
Mark Ingram, Ravens running back here on the Rich Eisen Show. What can be improved based off of what we just saw?
Everything can be improved. Obviously, when you score 59 points and you have a record day from numerous guys, it's hard to top that. But I think there's lots of things that we could clean up on the film, just small technique things, small things that we'll have to get corrected so it doesn't hurt us when we're in close games and when we're going against great teams on the road. There's just small things that we need to execute and continue to improve on to make sure those small things don't hurt us when the game's on the line and the games are important.
What about you, Mark? I mean, going to Baltimore, did that sting leaving New Orleans? I mean, walk me through the process of leaving the only professional spot you've known to find a new home.
I knew it was a possibility going into free agency that I might not be in New Orleans anymore. It's just a business, man. It really is. I was waiting just to see my value on the market, and the Saints made a move and signed Latavius Murray, and at that point, I pretty much knew that I'd be going to another place. So the main goal initially was to stay in New Orleans, but it didn't end up working out that way, and it worked out the way it was supposed to. I'm in a great place here in Baltimore. The organization wanted me, and I wanted to be here. And I'm just excited to be a part of something special here in the Ravens locker room.
Yeah. I mean, it is a special place. I mean, did you ever play a game in Baltimore? Is this going to be your first one?
Actually, we played in Baltimore last year, and Saints came to Baltimore.
Okay.
We won thanks to a missed extra point. But so I know the atmosphere is a great atmosphere. I know the fans are loud, and the team plays physical. So I'm excited about my first game in Baltimore as a Raven.
So, Mark Ingram, do you hear, does it get in the locker room? Because I think it does. I heard Lamar say not bad for a running back when he stepped off the field and met the mics on Sunday. Do you guys hear all the stuff that this offense is not sustainable and that Jackson isn't a so-called elite or real quarterback, Mark?
Yeah, we hear it. We've been hearing it. We've been hearing the chatter, and we're here to talk. Now, do we pay attention to it? No. Do we care about it? No. We believe in each other. We believe in Lamar, and we believe in our team. So I think that's all that matters. And obviously, after the output, some people are trying to, pump us up, and we're not drinking that tea, man. We're staying humble, we're staying hungry, and we're trying to get better every day.
What about those who are pumping you up well before those games, Mark?
Those people, we appreciate you,
okay,
and we are trying to prove you right. We're trying to prove you correct, and y'all can stay on the train.
You know, you're
Everybody
talking.
else can hop off, but all the initial believers can stay on the train.
You know, you're specifically just talking to me. I'm the only one. I think I'm the only one out
but
there.
You've been my dude since day one. That's why you my guy. You know what I mean? That's why you're my guy. You know what you're talking about. Hey, and you have faith, man. So I appreciate you.
No, plus, obviously I'm partial to Harbaugh's, as you know, Mark. What has your exposure to John and the system there been? Could you tell me a good story where you knew you were in the right spot?
Man, it's just the way he talks, the way he communicates, the way he wants his teams to play football games, the attention to detail of how to win a football game. It's not just it's not just wanting to win football games. It's knowing how to win a football game. Situational football, smart football, being physical, being explosive, being smart, and just all the things he talks about, how he wants his team to be, how he wants his players to be. I just knew I was in the right place. And so it's been pleasant ever since my first time me and my family landed in Baltimore. It's been love, and if I couldn't be in New Orleans, I'm glad I'm here in Baltimore, and I definitely can see myself being a Raven for a long time.
And Hollywood Brown, what do you think he can do after that? I mean, that was amazing. You've been around some very talented receivers. Where does he rank, Mark?
Man, obviously it was his first game, and for you to go for 4 catches for 147 and 2 TDs, first 2 touches go for touchdowns. I don't know if I've been around a receiver that's done that, but I think he just has to keep improving, keep building his confidence, and sky's the limit for him, man. He has the route running abilities. He has the electrifying playmaking ability when you get the ball in his hands, and he has a special instinct for tracking the deep ball. So just good hands, speed, elusiveness. I think he's everything you look for in an explosive playmaker in this league.
Well, his college quarterback's coming to town, Mark. He's coming to town, and so I asked this question, and you always shoot me straight, and I know I might be putting you on the spot. Did you vote for Kyler Murray for the Heisman last year?
Nah, he was on my ballot, but I'm Bama, so you just read that how you want to. But you read into that how you want to. But he definitely deserved it, and he was on my ballot. But we have a special Bama quarterback over there that was played probably half the season. He was out, for the second half majority of 8 games last year. So. I think we got a special quarterback in Tuscaloosa, too. So.
Yeah, I know that. I know that, Mark. And in that regard, so many people believe Miami covets him as well, to the point that they are tanking. Did you feel that you were playing against a tanking team on Sunday?
I didn't get that feeling. The league is tough, man, and they have good players. It was just one of those days where we were physical from the first snap, and we were just able to get a big win, man. I didn't feel like those guys were tanking. I feel like they were giving an effort, but it's a tough situation over there. But I know they got some guys that are trying to, get them out of it.
Well, I guess then that's an unfair question, because I personally don't believe the players are purposely trying to lose. I think the front office has set up a situation that makes it difficult for the players that are there to win. And I'm wondering if you might have sensed towards a certain part of the game that the opponents were feeling that. I guess that's a better way to put it, Mark.
Man, honestly, I felt like they were putting in effort. I didn't think they were tanking. I didn't feel like they were, going through the motions. But like you said, I think there's a lot of them are in a tough situation. And when the game obviously isn't going your way, it's obviously you can let the circumstances and what's going on within the organization overcome you, I guess. And I don't know, but I felt like they were giving effort, and they have a lot of good players on their team. But I think we just had a great game as Ravens.
Sure. So are you you and RG3 and Lamar and Kyler going to take like a Heisman pose photograph at some point before or after the game? I'm not missing anybody, am I? That's essentially it.
Yeah, I think I think those are the 4 that'll be on the field on Sunday, and it would be nice to get a picture with everybody. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Now you're the OG in that picture, Mark. Correct? I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I watched all of them win their trophy a couple years ago.
So then I'll ask you again. I'll put you on the spot again. Did you vote for all of them?
They were all on my ballot.
Are we going 0 for 3 on all of them?
No, they were all on my ballot.
No, I know.
told you that.
Oh, okay. No, because you're second and third and fourth. You're a smart guy.
I can't tell you the order of my ballot, but I'm just telling you they were on my ballot.
They were eligible for your votes, is what you're saying.
They got points.
Okay.
So they got points from my vote. You know what I mean? Each 1, 2, 3 holds a quality amount of points. They all got some points from me.
Okay. How often do you speak to Saban? When was the last time you spoke to him?
Last time I spoke to Coach Saban was probably about 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, probably about 2 months ago.
What are those conversations like?
Man, I was in Tuscaloosa, and we just caught up and, talking about the team, talking about me being in Baltimore, and just catching up, really. Nothing too crazy. Just catching up with each other. He's busy, I'm busy.
Tell me something about him I don't know before I let you go. Give me a good story from you and Saban, and because he has such, he has obviously such a reputation of being a bit of a, hard ass.
Yeah.
But give me something about Saban I hear him on Dan Patrick's show all the time, and he said that his wife once told him that he's got to lighten up in interviews and things like that. But give me a good one about Saban.
Yeah. So man, my coach, man, you don't expect this from him, but man, he tried to quit on me one time, man.
What do you mean?
We was in a golf tournament, did a little Chick-fil-A golf tournament, and we were in a playoff. In the last hole, 18, we were in a playoff. We played the hole like 3 times versus 2 other groups, and like we kept tying. And we were driving back to the tee box. He like, man, if we tie again, he's like, I'm going to have to probably get out of here. I got somewhere to be. I got a plane to catch. I'm like, Coach, man, like, we in a playoff, man. We about to win this whole tournament, man. You talking like you trying to go. He's like, I'm like, you ain't teach me that. You know what I mean? I don't know what you get that from. But anyways, we teed off on the last hole, and we ended up losing that playoff. And I told him, man, I said, you brought us that negative energy, man. You was talking about if we tied again that you was gonna have to leave, catch the flight, leave early, and we ended up losing on that playoff hole. Man.
How did he take that? You basically accused him of bringing rat poison into this group here.
Hey, he remembers. He knows. I'm sure he'll tell you the same story. Okay. He'll justify my story. I checked him, man, and I think that kind of opened his eyes to know that, you got to be accountable, man. I held him accountable as he's held me accountable several times.
You're the best, man. Hey, Mark, congrats on that big first start here in Baltimore. I cannot wait to see what unfolds from here on out for your team. I'm very high on the prospects for your squad. I appreciate
you, Rich. Appreciate your support, man, always.
Okay, Mark Ingram. Mark, you're following me on Twitter, right? We've been through this before.
Of course.
Okay.
We're Twitter friends.
We are. My BFF, Mark Ingram. Good to chat with you. Thanks for the call.
All right, my guy.
Take care. Right back at you. At Mark Ingram 21.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.